2.5 minutes to Senator Lee.
The problem with asking a nominee about the particulars of his or her religious beliefs is that those questions inevitably expose those beliefs as somehow a qualifier or a disqualifier for public office. That is flatly inconsistent with at least the letter, at least the spirit, if not also the letter, of at least 2 provisions of the Constitution. I cannot fathom why this would ever make sense to do. There was a time in this country when people might have been asked in a job interview context or in the context of a hearing like those we hold here, whether someone believed in God, whether they were Christian. When they might have been asked those, it was not for a good reason, because there is never a good reason in a public setting to ask that question, save perhaps if you just want to make sure that that person's religious beliefs do not require that person to betray the judicial oath. Beyond that, I can't fathom a circumstance in which that would be appropriate. So I would ask Senator Hirono, in what circumstance, in what way, shape, or form is asking Naomi Rao whether she believes particular conduct to be sinful an appropriate question to be asked in this committee, ever?
May I respond?
Yes, please.
You know, these probing questions, if you were to list all of the questions that we ask, they have to do with whether or not these nominees very strongly held religious views, as well as any other views that may not enable them to be objective as judges in lifetime positions. I think that's a legitimate area of inquiry. And it is not that we all ask, do you think such and such is a sin, et cetera, et cetera. Although,
Well, that was asked this week. This
Yeah, well,
week it was asked. I'm not making this up.
I